monologue.
What? Did you deliver a monologue?
It was probably the best monologue I've ever delivered.
I couldn't hear a thing. The wind machine was too loud.
Does that mean you didn't hear how rich it was? How filled with emotions, how each and every emotion welled up from deep within and spilled out onto the empty stage with each and every word?
But this means that you didn't hear my monologue.
What kind of a monologue was it?
Oh, it was ranging from dawn of man to fall of man and everything in between.
An epic. Well, I was concentrating on keeping a perfect rhythm and intonation to highlight the form of my monologue. A monologue in Japanese.
Why? There's a famous photograph of Yuri Gagarin. You all know that, don't you? Yuri Gagarin has just returned from his first space journey. And he's touring Finland. Yuri Gagarin's car has stopped by a lake, in a forest, at a camping site in Finland. Yuri Gagarin has stepped out of his car. Two young Finnish boys are standing watching him intently. They stand there in their swimming trunks, and Yuri Gagarin has unfastened his uppermost shirt button, and he leans back onto his black Volga, and on his face you can see a mixture of shame and relief, because Yuri Gagarin is car sick. Yuri Gagarin is car sick in a car in Finland.
Now, why not, instead of just doing one tree over there, you could do a whole forest? Then the lights come up, and the stage is empty.
Oh yes, the stage is completely empty. I was just thinking, wouldn't it be absolutely tremendous to be in the first row of trees? To be the first row of trees to come striding out onto stage, to be the first row of trees to be seen by the audience, to be the first row of trees to fall into the orchestra pit, making a huge impact. Wouldn't that be absolutely tremendous? It's as if one would be an opening number. Yes, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind being an opening number. That would be absolutely terrific. But then, wouldn't it be absolutely amazing to be in the last row? To be the last row of trees to come striding forward onto stage. To be in the last row of trees to be seen by the audience. The last row of trees to fall into the orchestra pit just before the blackout. Wouldn't that be absolutely amazing? A closing number. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind being a closing number. But I would mind, however, if I were to be stuck in the middle. I'd find that to be rather tragic. Can you imagine? I mean, let's take tree number 54, for example. There he stands in his fuzzy...
It's a sheep. 100 laughing heroes coming forward onto stage.
100 laughing heroes running forward in rows of 10.
100 trapdoors flung open and 100 landmines landmines are popping up!
100 heroes that trample on the mines, and their legs have been blown up, high up into the air.
100 legs flying through the air in rows of 10.
But the 100 heroes, they just keep on running on one leg.
Running and laughing, laughing and running.
And they all fall into the orchestra pit.
Pit!
Row after row!
All 100 heroes fall into the orchestra pit.
Row after row!
And a blackout. Now seeing that kind of pain, it really makes you laugh.
A big void is growing, and this vast empty space is getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Did you say empty space? Empty space and longing. Now that's just like Yuri Gagarin when he's stepping out of the hut wearing his spacesuit. He's walking in the sunshine. He's walking down a path. Opens the gate. There's a bus. Yuri Gagarin gets onto the bus and the bus drives off. The bus is driving. The sun is shining. And Yuri Gagarin, he is looking out of the window. Then the bus stops. Yuri Gagarin gets off and walks to an elevator. Takes the elevator all the way up to the rocket. Climbs in and sits down. The rocket starts lifting. The rocket is lifting right up into space with Yuri Gagarin inside. Neanderthals standing on a stage and staring ahead. And from behind, the sound of evolution is approaching. The sound of evolution washes over the 100 Neanderthals and it continues into eternity. And a blackout. The lights come up and we see an empty stage.
You know, it's like you're there in the crowded bus and somebody steps onto your toe with a stiletto heel and it hurts like hell. And you stand there and they say sorry and you say, oh, that was nothing. Nothing, 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 absolutely nothing. And your toe hurts as hell. It hurts, and you know that you will need to cut it out because it will be so swollen when you get home. But there you are. Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Or you stand there on a dark night watching the star-filled sky with a friend, perhaps even a special friend. And you see a star shooting down and you point it out and say, did you see that? And your friend says, Oh, that was nothing. But surely that was something, you say. No, no, that was nothing, says your friend. And you insist. I'm sure that was something. No, no, that was absolutely nothing, says your friend. And at that very moment, you feel a void opening up between you. So, where there was something between you, there is now nothing between you. Or, where there was nothing between you, there is now something between you.